listening. Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "None that this is who I am." Oh no, you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Jaguars have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Bengals, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. from the gun. Dalton looks to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber, on to kick. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. First rider from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
Fournette, a first down carry. Powerful running. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Eifert. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Dalton. And able to find Green. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Andy Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And spins away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Barkley. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Barkley. And he it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Green, 39. Green.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now look at 56.
He'll look to throw. Flush, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. On the toss, Mixon. And some room to work. He won't go down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. On 4th down, off goes Dalton, and on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep for his tight end, Rivera. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Play action now. Dalton. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Dalton off play action. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Jackson able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They'll run here with Mixon. Always got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, little 360.
Oh,
and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
Again, it's Fournette. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
All right, here we go. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Good. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Boom. Leopard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down following the incompletion.
Detroit, back down, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. But he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Meanwhile, over in Houston, now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green, watch it now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Set. 3-19. Detroit. Over. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Back 99. Set.
They'll try and throw for it here. Steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control him. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And now out come the Jags. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now T.J. Yeldon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. All right, now look at 56.
to try and throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run here with Bernard. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Dalton. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Telvin Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And a kick by Elliott is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Fournette takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go now. Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Jaguars on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue, land it.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Come get some. Come get some. Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Here's Barkley. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. First throw now for the backup, Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Six yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Dalton here from the gun. Eluding the pressure. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. So the D-line's going to spread out. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, Yeldon, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Watch right, we got right. All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Leopard. Check three. Leopard.
Now Barkley. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving. Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's a toss coming right. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Checking in on Houston, it's in the 4th quarter there. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now look at this. Switch.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The toss play to Mixon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
People trying to say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Man, amen. Spent about 60 on the time, I can't even lie. No way in, no way out, do or die. So on roll, when I roll, must be. Amen, man. I can rock.